But yeah, it's funny. It says the thermostat's not working. Yeah, I explained the whole thing.
What's up, everybody? Ryan here. So it's Monday morning. My first call was a no heat, and the description in the call was that the thermostat wasn't working. So I talked to the manager, and apparently the company that does their preventative maintenance came out in November and wrote up something. He wasn't sure what. Said it could have been a compressor, it could have been a combustion blower, and that he left the unit off. Well, I'm here to figure out what's wrong with this unit and submit yet another quote. I checked the breaker inside the store. It is on. There's 2 units here. I'm going to be looking both of them over. Now let's dig in. First thing I'm going to do is make sure we have power here at this disconnect and that the fuses are good. Alright, so let's test each fuse. That's good. That is good. That is good. I'm going to go ahead and make sure we have voltage here. So I'm going to put the camera down for a minute. Alright, we do have voltage across all 3 legs. I'll show you here. To 11.8. So we do have power. Alright, I've got the access panels off to the heating section and the compressor section. Let's take a quick look here. Here's our combustion blower. And I can tell it doesn't spin very free. So we'll take a closer look at that. Went ahead and tested all the leads to the compressor to ground. Nothing appears to be shorted to ground there. So let's take a look at the heat exchanger. Alright, everybody, I went down to the van. I grabbed my bucket. I love buckets. I've got so many uses. Prop open lids, carry stuff up, seats, beautiful things, buckets. Well, I looked the heat exchanger over it. It appears to be in good shape. So we are going to see what's going on with this motor, because somebody disconnected it and it spins free. So I'm going to give it the old smell test. Doesn't smell burnt, but it sure is dirty. Get my meter out and see what we can figure out. Alright, nothing appears to be shorted to ground, and all the windings are good. So I'm not sure why this blower motor was disconnected. Let's go ahead and test the capacitor. Alright, I went ahead and discharged the capacitor. It's a 20 MFD, and as you can see, I got 19.7, so I believe the capacitor is good. We're probably going to plug this thing in and try to run it and see what happens. Well, our blower motor's running. It's rated at 4.6 amps. We're running 4.8. And it is running the right direction. I didn't think we were at first, but we are. Alright, so I got the lid back on the unit. I've got all the panels put in place. I am running the blower, testing the amp draw on it now. And we're a full amp below what it's rated for. It's rated for 4.6, we're at 3.6. When you take the covers off of these blower motors, I've got a residential gas furnace, you pull the blower door and jump out the door switch and run that blower, your amp draw is going to be higher. So if you're testing amp draws, make sure all your panels are in place. You get the proper amp draw on that motor. As you can see, we were running a full amp higher with the lid off and the access panels off. All right, I've got R and W jumped out now. I've got the wires pulled to the combustion blower, and you can see we got 214 volts supplied to the combustion blower. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug those in and see what this thing sounds like, but it's probably gonna sit there and hum and get real hot. All right, well, we've got power applied. It's not even humming. It's just sitting there. 0 amps. And as you can see, we do have power applied to the combustion blower. I tapped in right there at that connector. And we got a bad combustion blower. Heat exchanger looks good on the second unit. A couple of questionable spots, but I tested them, I checked them, and they're good. We've got ignition. And our blower is running. So we're gonna call this one good. They weren't complaining or having any issues with this one, but while I'm here, I like to check it, make sure everything's good. What is that buzzing? Got a relay buzzing here. That is our K3 blower relay buzzing. So I'm gonna go ahead and write up a new blower relay for this one. But other than that, this one's good to go. All right, everybody, I've got a PM to do right down the road, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If I find anything interesting on the PM, I'll bring you back. But if not, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.